Vulnerabilities everywhere. I won't kill you. With the kind of power you have, I'd imagine that it would be difficult to even pass out from a moon like that. Now just watch. You can observe the end of this battle as you lie helplessly on the ground. So the head captain formally lost. But you're too late. You're the only captain left who's got any real ability. It is evil. The 13 Gorgons lost their central finish. You missed your opportunity. You shouldn't even bother to show up. Just who do you think you are anyways? Ignorant bastard. Do you really believe this could happen to me? I don't really think that. Silence! Hold time. Don't you know why I didn't serve as head captain of the 13 Gorgons for a millennium? It is because so many has emerged in 1,000 years. You said that I missed my opportunities. Quite the opposite. In fact, the time is now right. The levels that you've fought up until now were nothing but a prelude that have been leading up to this very moment.
This maneuver, while at the same time you remain sleeping. How very common.
Things of this world turn to ashes. But now, it definitely does change, as the lives change. Still, the witness of God, which I have held like millennia, shall not falter.
It seems to me there's a fundamental. We disagree. Our definitions of strength are that. So be it. Too slow.
Things of this world turn to ashes. You're a member of the 13 Kurgan squads. They simply can't allow you to die here.
Oh, man.
They're all fully prepared for this. For thrashing this time.
It seems to me that there's a fundamental point on which we disagree. Our definitions of strength are that. How could it be?
There's no way out of this. Die in order to eliminate great evil. That is the credo of the 13 Kurgan squads. In order to eliminate great evil. That is the credo that the 13 Kurgan squads follow. This is... what? The flame of BLEACH died out.
Your BLEACH is the ultimate Sun Pakto. There's no doubt of that. If we fought toe-to-toe, then you most probably end up winning. But when all other powers are abandoned in order to strengthen a single power, even the ultimate can be opposed. He, wonder-wise, is the only modified Arankar, and his resurrection is extinct here. That's right, an Arankar created for the sole purpose of containing your BLEACH chakra. To obtain that one power, wonder-wise sacrificed his speech, his intellect, his memory, and even his reason. You can't do anything against that power, the ability for which he exchanged everything. Goodbye, Geirusai Yamamoto.
You alive? So much so it makes me dizzy. Don't you have any idea why I've been able to serve as head captain of the 13 Kurgan squads for a millennium? It is simple. Because no soul reaper stronger than me has emerged for 1,000 years. I don't believe that I earned anything back at all. I must say, you're one tough kid. Well then, if I am not able to defeat you with the Kosu, I should wander in the dismay a little bit. Is that alright? That's right. Your voice has been silenced. You have lost your ability to speak. I am glad. It is a good thing that you no longer look like a child. Now I can beat you to death without feeling any guilt. Kosu. Poor creature. With all that was taken from you, you were not robbed of your emotions. How very cruel indeed.
Cruel? Souls that have become hollows have no purpose. They are meant only to mindlessly consume other souls. What's so cruel about trying to provide them with more meaning, to give them a purpose? It's you who is the truly cruel one for shattering that soul to pieces.
I have no intention of getting into a silly argument with you. Speak when you have the chance. Soon enough it will be over.
Silly arguments. Because you insist on taking my words lightly, you overlook the meaning that's behind them. Remember what I said about X-Team Gear? It was created for the sole purpose of containing the flame of Ryujin Jaka. And when I say contain, I mean trapping it inside your sword, so that no flames can be produced. But is that the only flame? There's another. That flame was emitted by your sword already. So, where was the flame contained?
What?
You're smart. If all the energy you emitted was to be released indiscriminately, you know what would happen. To minimize the effects of that blast to just this, no wonder you're the head captain of the 13 Court Guard squads. If you hadn't held it back with your own body, your flame would have easily blasted away the fragile barrier. This tiny town would have been reduced to nothing but ashes and dust. I thank you, Genryusai Yamamoto. Thanks to you, this world was saved from destruction.
Damn you!
Genryusai Yamamoto, I won't tell you that I will spare your life. You're the living embodiment of the Soul Society's history, and I will finish you with my own sword.
How many times must I tell you the same thing of start?
It's not this working. This is a forbidden technique that can only be activated by sacrificing one's own body.
You're naive. I've done number 96. Here's a hustle.
I underestimate his willingness to sacrifice his charmed body to use as a weapon. Beat you, crucify me. It's time to settle this! sounds salty. Did you truly think that the same attack would work against me more than once?
Don't get so
Keep coming. It won't work.
What's so funny? I bet you're thinking that was the perfect opportunity, but that was my last vulnerable moment. You missed your chance to kill me, Ichigo Kurosaki.
It was enough. I needed you.
Wounded me. You call this a wound?
Instant regeneration. It's not instant regeneration. Did you really believe that I would holofy?
This is an instinctively protecting its master.
What do you mean? That's
The
the
Hogyoku.
Hogyoku.
So
I see.
This is your spiritual pressure.
Magnificent. You really grow. Just as I envisioned. What? Your encounter with Yoichi. Your soul reaper powers were awakened in your battle with Uyu Ishida. You realized that when you slept October during your fight with Rinji of RI, you found a foothold for your Bankai amid your battle with Kinpachi Zaraki. You took a step toward holofying in your battle with Byakuya Kuchiki. In your battle with Kirin's, you mastered holification, and in your battle with Okioi, it seems that you were able to gain even greater power. Ichigo Kurosaki, all of the battles that you fought took place in the palm of my hand. Wait a second. All my battles took place in the palm of your hand? Hold on, what? What does that mean? What does that mean? Tell me! Start talking! Don't raise your voice to me. You shouldn't be so surprised by this. I merely developed a certainty. I became convinced that you'd make the best research subject for me. So I took opportunities to assist you in your development. Did you ever suspect something? Did you think that it's strange that you, who'd never seen a hollow before in your life, would end up being attacked by one so shortly after you met Rukia Kuchi? That I made up something that could be drawn by Quincy bait, which is what we use to lure low-level hollows.
That Rukia, whose spiritual pressure hadn't been detected till then, should be so conveniently arrested by the Soul Society, just coincidentally when you were beginning in earnest to get the hang of fighting as a Soul Reaper.
Rinji Hara, Kenpachi Zaraki, Byaku Yakuchi, every one of them fought you when your powers just so happened to have developed to the point where they were nearly equal to their own abilities. Did you ever stop to think that it was strange? Hold on. Did you chalk it all up to fate? Did you think this attack was a coincidence as well? Hold on. Did you think your victories were the result of your own efforts? Don't disappoint me. You should be stronger than this, more perceptive than this. What's the matter? Don't you believe me? Of course not. But it's the truth. It's a lie! You're telling me that you were behind all my battles! That you orchestrated absolutely everything! What kind of woman would believe that? I remember what you said before. You said that when you found Rukia, it was after she had gone missing in the world of the living. But now, you're telling me that you knew me from the moment after? It doesn't add up at all!
You make interesting points.
You just said yourself that it's a lie. In short, you don't believe me. Right now, you claim that my words are nothing but lies, but even so, didn't you believe that what I said to you back then was true? It's understandable. I sympathize with you. In this world, there are no absolute truths or lies. The only thing that exists is harsh reality. Nevertheless, everything that exists in this entire world lives by conveniently believing a few untruths that they convince themselves to be fact. That's essentially the only way they know how to live. But for the weak, who make up the majority of this world, there are some facts which are simply too painful to believe, so their existence is denied. Are you sure you believe the facts are all true? Let me ask you this. Who assigned Rukia Kuchi to the world of the living? And something else. Who equipped Rinji Hara with spiritual pressure detection ability? And yet another question. Who was it that included the information about your whereabouts in the reports given to the lieutenants? And did you truly believe that I wasn't able to detect the Hokyuku's location for 100 years after it was created? Okay. One question. Let's go back to earlier. You said that you were sure that I was going to be the very best subject for your research. Why is that? What makes you so sure about it? If you were really watching me from the moment I met Rukia, then tell me, when exactly did you become convinced that I was the best?
From the beginning.
Come on, just cut the crap.
Didn't you hear me? I said it was from the beginning. The fact is that I've known you from the very moment you were born.
What?
You were special even from the instant of your birth. Because you were human. And also...
Eisen.
Putting some distance between us. A wise decision. Must be their blood.
Dad. Say what you want. This is for real. I'll explain later. I know you've probably got a lot of questions. I'll tell you everything.
I don't. You had your reasons for not telling me. But still, I'm gonna rewind here. I don't know how to ask you what I want to ask you without sounding like I'm disrespecting you. So I guess I'll just have to wait until you want to tell me.
Talk as if you're a grown man.
I picked it up. Somebody said something like that to me once. I remember that made me feel relieved.
They've cloaked their spiritual pressure. That's quite the force field they've put up. You've been watching for an awfully long time, Keen. I wasn't only sitting there and watching. I just couldn't find an opportunity or a reason to step in. That's all. I see. It's been quite a while. We haven't fought in a long time. Do you remember it? The last time that we fought? You came charging at me at full steam after I cut Titamo's arm off. I remember thinking, what an interesting boy. I don't remember. You liar. Is that supposed to be an insult?
No. It's not that I can't remember your sword. I just can't remember your heart. You should understand the minds of the guys that I'm fighting against. I've just been listening to why that person is fighting. Like whether they look down on me or not. The stronger that the opponent I'm up against is, the stronger I feel it.
Oh, you're a poet.
Shut up. I didn't get that from you. You may have been fighting, but even if that's true, you weren't looking at me. To be honest with you, I don't know what it was you were looking at.
I thought you were an interesting boy. But as it turns out, you're just creepy.
Yeah, you're one to talk.
What's your issues, though? Do you know flirting staring? Your sword lengths. That's why they call me Hiyapolishi, the hundred swords when I was a kid. But hey, do you know how far it takes to Songhai? Fine. Then I'll explain it in a way that you'll be able to understand. 8 miles. You ready? You should. I don't want to hold back this stuff. I'll have to show you. You'll see my power. Sure, let's see it then. Show me what you've got.
Don't get too scared. Show you the power of communication.
Is that it? Watch closely. Why are you so surprised? One person's body. I'd be able to stop another person's body.
You see, there's no denying it. You really are a creepy kid. Not a chance. Taste the power. It's the essence of gifts.
Just as I thought. The scariest thing about your Bankai isn't its length or its destructive force. It's the speed of its length, shortening. I thought about it. There's no point in telling me how long it extends. It was to your advantage not to tell me. But you said what you said on purpose. You wanted to distract me from how fast it stretches and shrinks.
Scary. He's gonna get even stronger, but he's still got a long way to go. Well, now that you figured it out, I'll tell you just how fast he already extends. You hear that? It's 500 times faster than that. Conditioning already isn't the longest on plateau, but it's definitely the fastest. Of course, knowing that won't do you any good. What's wrong? You're really slowing down a lot. Reached your limit already?
Yes, so it seems. I've reached my limit. As a soul reaper, that is. My soul is being replaced. It seems the Hogyoku is finally beginning to understand who I am.
I'm
To say the Hogyoku has a mind of its own. Sounds like you're talking nonsense to me. I don't fault you for not feeling it. I only realized the truth about the Hogyoku after I had become its master. What do you think the Hogyoku's power is exactly? Do you think it controls the boundaries between hollows and soul reapers? Two conflicting opposites? Wrong. The Hogyoku's true power is the ability to read the hearts of those around it and to realize their deepest desires. What? Don't you see? Everything that's appeared around Ichigo Kurosaki, Rukia Kuchiki, Kisuke Urahara, nearly everything that you've experienced so far, every last part of it was brought into being by the Hogyoku. Kisuke Urahara didn't understand. He mistook the nature of its power. He thought that it controlled the boundaries between hollows and soul reapers, because that was his deepest wish as the Hogyoku's creator. Rukia Kuchi's spiritual powers were all transferred to Ichigo Kurosaki, causing her to lose her soul reaper powers. The reason for that was because she was torturing herself for having killed Kaie and Shiba. Yasuko Murasato, or Hime Inoue, their special powers were awakened because in the deepest recesses of their hearts, they cursed their own powerlessness and longed to overcome it. I knew that the Hogyoku's true power wasn't actually to control the boundaries between hollows and soul reapers, as Kisuke Urahara claimed it was. Because if that were truly the case, then Shinji Hideko and the others would never have ended up becoming completely invisible. The hollow-flying of Shinji Hideko and the others was an experiment in hollowification, as well as verification of the Hogyoku's powers. The experiment was an unqualified success. With the activation of the Hogyoku's powers by Kisuke Urahara, Shinji Hideko and the others evolved into complete visors. And then, armed with my suspicions about the Hogyoku's powers, I just and sent Rukia Kuchi to Ichigo Kurosaki. Of course, even the Hogyoku's power has its limits. It manifests whatever is in the hearts of the beings around it, but it's not quite that simple. It only materializes something if it is within the abilities of the subject at hand. In that sense, it is power to lead the subject in the direction it wishes to go. But living beings are strange creatures. They are designed to strive so that they may realize whatever their undersized hearts desire. You... Wait to stop it. That was pretty good, even if it was pure luck. Ichigo.
Michael!
Shut up! I'm really close to finishing him off! Stay out of this!
Oh, I'm so sorry, Gentle Eisen. Did I interrupt your conversation? No, we're done. This conversation is over.
Dad? What the heck is that? What's happening?
How should I know? How appropriate that the name that was given should be Hogyoku. The power it has shatters the horizon, blasting it into its constituent parts, separating the divine and the earthly. You've come. Kisuke Urahara. Putting some distance between us, a wise decision. Must be in their blood.
Dad.
Stare all you want. This is real. I'll explain later. You've probably got a lot of questions. I'll tell you everything.
I don't. You had your reasons for not telling me. But still, I'm in a real bind here. I don't know how to ask you what I want to ask you without sounding like I'm disrespecting you. So I guess I'll just have to wait until you want to tell me.
You're talking as if you're a grown man.
I picked it up. Somebody said something like that to me once. I remember that it made me feel relieved.
They've cloaked their spiritual pressure. That's quite the force field they've put up. You've been watching for an awfully long time, Keen.
I wasn't only sitting there and watching. I just couldn't find an opportunity or reason to step in, that's all.
I see.
It's been a long time, Eisen. I must say, that's an awfully strange look for you.
The process of evolution is usually a rather ugly operation.
I didn't actually say that it was ugly. So, you fused with the Hogyoku. Very impressive.
Not fused. I would prefer you said I subdued. The Hogyoku you weren't able to control yourself.
Maybe I should stop playing around. No other choice. Always be prepared. Just a bit. Control. Oh, that's right. At the time.
At the time, that's clearly sour grapes in your pocket. No, but then, that's of no consequence either way. The reason for that is because you already lost your chance to control the Hogyoku further. It seems to me that there's a fundamental point on which we disagree. Our definition of strength on
I don't have a 91. Since my apologies.
Too bad. The tips of 1,000 protective hands unable to touch the darkness. Destructive hands unable to reflect the blue sky. That runs like wind that fans embers. Gathered have no note. Behold where I point. Bullet of light, 8 bodies, 9 passages, heavenly scripture, alien treasures, great wheel, great turrets, the arrow flashes and disappears into the distance.
Did you think I'd let you use a key like that?
I will.
Too late! Aren't you gonna touch? Can I just look it?
This is nothing. A noise. How will you stand up? Be still.
Renew your course. Auto number 91. Send it to Lieutenant Idaho. My apologies.
With strength such as mine.
Isn't really my style.
And that's just good for you.
Are you gonna die? Renew your course. Auto number 91. Send it to Lieutenant Idaho. My apologies.
Amazing.
Isaac.
It seems that you really let your guard down. You're barely doing anything to protect yourself after taking in the Hogyoku. I let down my guard because it is no longer necessary for me to be cautious. I feel it. After having subdued the Hogyoku, my body is beginning to progress past all of its old powers, surpassing them, advancing them. And they were already unequal in the Soul Society. Not even a Kido in the 90s is worth bothering to elude from me now. Your mistake. I didn't say you let your guard down because you weren't eluding my Kido. In the past, you wouldn't have touched me twice without having conceived of some kind of plan in advance. What's this? Seals. I plugged up all of the spiritual consciousness that all soul beings have noticed. You're going to end up being burned from within by your own spiritual pressure. Not yet.
The people look like
I wish it were that easy. Believe me, I do.
no, this one's still okay.
You just
This one's still have to like this.
I'm sure he'll be back soon.
See? Okay.
What the hell is that?
This what game?
Yeah.
What game? The Battle of Karuk.
You tricked me into attacking. using Aikido in the 90s as bait in order to burn people within by means of a technique you developed. Had it not been I, no, had it not been I who subdued Hogyuku, this fight would have been over. But sadly, the Hogyuku, through your very own creation, is beyond your comprehension. Even this technique, which you properly developed in preparation for this battle, won't be able to harm me. You're reaching.
How'd you like that? That's it.
Gucci! Get away from there!
I see. The fact that your leg wasn't harmed by my attack means that it's something that's notably out of the ordinary.
Oh man, that was special iron anti-hero armor too. I didn't expect it to be broken so easily. Don't make me laugh. Was that your secret weapon? Don't think you can. Get to the How'd that work? I'm not sure. To be honest, I haven't been able to read his spiritual pressure since he transformed. It's obvious that he's terrifyingly powerful, but even as I attack him, it's almost as if he's not even there. That's creepy. The only one who can perceive Aizen's power right now is someone who's in the same state as he is. That was a fine strike. I understood that attack perfectly. What is that in there? What's happening? And now, I think it's time people understood my power too. You okay? I'm right here behind you. Gotcha. Just kidding. Tell you what, let's take a little break. What? It's okay. Let's just watch. It's inevitable. I've been with Aizen for quite a long time now, but I've never seen that before. Then again, he absorbed the Hogyuku before I knew it, so I shouldn't be surprised. You get what I'm saying? There's really nothing that anybody can do. You and them are gonna die, and that'll be that. And it'll be all over then. No way. I won't let that happen. Good, good. I had a feeling you'd say that. Besides, with Aizen the way that he is, pretty much anything can happen to you too. Oh my. Well, I didn't think that you were going to say that. That makes it sound like you've already made the assumption that you're gonna die. Like it's a given. Really? Have you given up already? Just like that? You're just going to up and quit? That's... Look at you. Tell me, were you always this weak? Oh well, whatever. Listen, you should just run away. It's all over for you. You're not a warrior anymore. You're not a soul reaper. Not a hollow. Not a human. You're nothing. You really think you have any chance of beating somebody who those three were able to beat? In that incomplete state of yours? Look, with all due respect, get out of here. You don't want to die yet, do you? I'm simply not interested in you anymore. I'm sure that even Captain Eisen would be really disappointed in you right now. You're scared, right? I mean, Captain Eisen. You sensed it, didn't you? Captain Eisen's overwhelming power. That was the final warning I'm going to give you. If you're not going to start running, then I'll just have to keep you right here and now.